You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I...
Hey guys, I hope you are having a fantastic day. It's Thursday, March 26th, 2020. So, today we are going to do our word of the day and we're going to read chapter 4 of our Jack and Annie story. I hope you are following along in your study guide. If you're not writing down the word of the day, that's totally fine. If you want to, that'd be great. Send it in a comment below or text it to me, and I would love to see what you're doing. It's not as fun doing it this way, but at least it's a way that you can kind of stay engaged. So today, without further ado, our word of the day is prowl. Yeah, that's a really cool one and easy to use in your everyday life. What is prowl, and what do you think that it means? I'll give you a minute. So, when you prowl, you are moving around quietly and secretly. Think about like an animal that would be hunting would prowl. If you think of, I know when I was writing this word, when Jace was helping me earlier, he said bad guys prowl. He's not wrong. So, people can prowl, animals prowl, lots of things are prowling. What type of day do you think something would prowl normally? Think about it. Is it AM? Is it PM? Are they loud? Are they quiet? Have you ever heard of a prowler? What is that? Why would they use that word to describe something? So think about it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So today we are going to read chapter 4, and I hope you're following along in your study guide. Remember to send me any questions that you have or any updates that you need. I am here for you whenever you need me. Tune in to tomorrow. We get to have our Zoom meeting. We're going to have one in the morning and one in the afternoon. I've sent your parents a schedule. Sign up for one of them, sign up for both. I can't wait to see your smiling faces and see how week 2 has been treating you, and hopefully we have a plan in place soon. So, love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Chapter 4, Cave Kids. Jack and Annie crept to the cave and peeked inside. A small flame danced from the bed of the glowing coals. Near the fire were knives, axes, and hollowed-out stones. Animal skins were neatly stacked against the wall. "People must live here," said Annie. "Maybe it's the home of the Cro-Magnons we saw," said Jack, looking around. "Let's go inside and get warm," said Annie. Jack and Annie moved quickly to the fire and warmed their hands. Their shadows danced on the stone walls. Jack pulled out his Ice Age book, and he found a picture of the cave. He read, "Cro-Magnons made many things from animals, plants, and stones. They made flute-like musical instruments from mammoth bones. They made ropes by braiding plant fibers. They made axes and knives from stone." Jack pulled out his notebook and pencil, and he started to make a list. Cro-Magnons made bone flutes, plant ropes, stone axes, and knives. "Ta-da!" said Annie. Jack looked up. Annie was wearing a coat. It had a hood and long sleeves. It went all the way down to her sneakers. "Where did you get that?" said Jack. "From the pile of furry skins," said Annie, pointing. "These must be their clothes." "Maybe they're being mended." She picked up another coat and handed it to Jack. "Try one. It's really warm," she said. Jack put his backpack and towel down on the hard dirt floor. He slipped on the coat. It did feel very warm and soft. "We look like cave kids," said Annie. "Squeak!" Peanut peeked out of Jack's pack, lying on the floor. "You stay in there," said Annie. "There's no teeny coat for you." Peanut vanished back into the pack. "I wonder how they made these coats," said Jack. He turned the pages in the book until he found a picture of the Cro-Magnon women sewing. He read, Cro-Magnon scraped reindeer skins with flint rocks to make them soft. They used bone needles to sew the skins together for clothing. Jack added to his list, reindeer skin clothes. I hope the cave people won't mind if we borrow their coats, said Jack. Maybe we should give them our towels, said Annie, to thank them. Good idea. And my goggles too, said Annie. They left their gift on top of the rest of the animal skins. Let's explore the cave before they come home, said Jack. It's too dark in the back, said Annie. We won't be able to see anything. I'll find out how Cro-Magnon saw in the dark, said Jack. He opened the Ice Age book. He found a picture of cave people holding odd-looking lamps. He read aloud to Annie. Cro-Magnons make stone lamps. They hollow out a rock, fill it with animal fat, then burned a wick made from moss. There, said Annie. She pointed to 2 stones near the fire. In the hollow of each was a gooey white stuff in a pile of moss. We have to be careful, said Jack. He picked up one stone. It was smaller than a soup bowl, but much heavier. Jack held the stone close to the fire and lit the pieces of moss. He lit another lamp and gave it to Annie. Carry it with 2 hands, he said. I know, she said. Jack turned the book under his arm. He and Annie carried their stone lamps to the back of the cave. Hey, I wonder where this goes, said Annie. She held her lamp up to an opening in the wall. I'll check in the book, said Jack. He put down his lamp and flipped through the Ice Age book. I think it's a tunnel, she said. Be right back. Wait a second, said Jack. Too late. She had squeezed into the opening and was gone. Oh, brother, said Jack, sighing. He closed his book and peeked into the opening. Come back here, he said. No, you come here, said Annie. Her voice sounded far away. You won't believe this. Jack picked up his lamp and book. He ducked into a small tunnel. Wow, came Annie's voice. Jack could see her lamp flickering at the other end. Crouching down, he hurried towards her. At the end of the tunnel was a huge cavern with high ceilings. Annie held her lamp close to the wall. Look, she said. Her voice echoed. Animals were painted on the wall in strokes of red and black and yellow. There were cave bears and lions, elk and reindeer, bison and woolly rhinos, and mammoths. In the flickering light, the prehistoric beast looked alive. Tune in for Chapter 5 tomorrow.
Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there.